Cool, we're good. Hello, my name is Zach Neal with Potomac Custom Remodeling. I am here to conduct a repairability assessment on this roofing system. The claim number is 1509657. Again, I'm here to conduct a repairability assessment on claim number 1509657. It is June 11th. It is currently 11 a.m. and it is a beautiful 77 degrees outside today. I'm gonna take you over. This is my work area. As you can see, I will be manipulating this bottom shingle here to remove it, to replace it. And in order to do that, I will have to manipulate the 2 rows of shingles above, 3 shingles in total, in order to get that shingle out. Here is my materials that I'll be using today: my hammer, my roof snake, chalk I used to write everything out, 1 1/4" code specific roofing nails, and the new shingle that I'll be putting in. So again, I will be setting you up to view this. Excuse me. Make sure I've got a good angle for you. Good deal. All right, I will now put my other glove on and I will begin by unsealing the shingles themselves. And I'll be doing that with the roof snake. All right. I'll begin by unsealing the bottom row here. The sealant is not hanging on too tightly here. It's relatively unsealed. Okay. First row of shingles unsealed. Again, the sealant is not hanging on too well in there. Okay, there we go. Again, not a whole lot of sealant on these shingles. They are pretty much completely unsealed. Oh, this one's got a bit of sealant on it. There we go. Got a couple ones that have some sealant with them. And we're back to no sealant at all. Okay. And the final row. There we go. Unsealed. Okay, there we go. A little bit more sealant on here. This one's actually got a bit of adhesion to it. There we go. And the last shingle. Unsealed. All right. Just to show, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the shingles are unsealed now. I'll start to begin the nails now to get this shingle out. It should be 2 rows of 4. So I'll begin. Okay. Nails are coming out pretty smooth on that one. Oh, do have a bit of a pull through there. Shingle pulled right over the nail. So I'm gonna have to, in order to see the nail now, I'm gonna have to get into a bit of a different stance here. There we go. Like I said, that shingle pulled right through the nail. It caused me to have to manipulate the shingle a little bit differently in order to get to it. There we go. Nice and easy. Last nail of this row. Trying to use as little pressure as possible while also lifting the shingles as minimally as possible. Actually a bit of a tear that occurred over here on this side. I'll show that in the video once I'm done removing all the nails. But now we're into the second row of 4. There's nail number 5. Again, I'm trying to use as little pressure and lift the shingle as minimally as possible. There we go. Almost done getting these nails out. Then we have the last nail. Got a bit of a pull through, but not terrible. And that should be that. Should be able to pull this nail shingle right out. Beautiful. All right. Okay, couple things. Can you see the shingle in the video? Like, really well?
Right there you can.
Okay. Couple things I want to point out on the shingle. I don't know if you could see that. Right there. Up a little. There we go. That is a big chunk of a shingle being torn away. That is what we call mat transfer. That is not good. That is where the shingle is being stuck to the sealant strip above or below, causing it to transfer the material. Right there you can see that's a huge chunk of mat transfer. That is not something we want to see when we're doing a repair. Okay, I will go ahead and set this shingle off to the side. Okay. Now before I put this new shingle in, I just want to take you over to the work area just to show you what we're currently looking like. So, as you can see, the shingle has been removed. Now, you can see just from removing the nails and unsealing, some of these shingles have developed extreme creasing. And you can see that right along the top here of this shingle, right across the top there. The developments of one starting right there on that one. And again, the top of this one is getting creased pretty badly as well. Let me see. I believe, forget exactly where it was. I might have to come back and show you at the end of the video. Oh, there we go. That right there is an extreme, again, sign of mat transfer. You can see the big chunk of shingle being torn out. You can see it there as well. Chunks of the material, the fiberglass matting being transferred from one shingle to another. Again, between this creasing and mat transfer, we're not looking too good as far as a repairability stance, but again, I'll continue just to put this shingle back, set you guys back up. Okay, and then like I said, I'm gonna be putting this shingle back in its place. So I will go ahead and begin that process now. Hopefully she slides right up. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, a piece of the felt is getting torn up a little bit because of the way it wasn't pinned down, essentially. Trying to get this in. There we go. There we go. All right, perfect. Now that she's in place, I will grab my hammer and my nails, as well as the roof snake, and I will begin putting back the 2 rows of 4, trying to get them as close to where they originally were as possible. So, open that up. Nail number 1, and put it in the roof snake. Again, we're gonna try and go right there. Sometimes the roof snake doesn't hold on to it as well as you'd like. Flush. There we go. Nail number 1. Oh, hello. I apologize for that lapse in the video. It is very hot up on this roof, and it actually told me my phone was too hot. So I'm gonna set you back up. I stopped exactly where I was once I found out it was too hot, but I will get back to working. Gotta put my gloves back on. Yeah, just keep an eye on that. Stand in front of it, maybe get some shade on it. But where I stopped, I literally stopped with the nail halfway up to show that I'm trying to do the best I can here for you. So I will begin by doing this again. Flush. Last row 4. Again, I'm going to try and go as fast as I can so the video doesn't, so my camera doesn't overheat again. I can feel it on me how hot it is, so. One thing about this roof. Okay. Jesus. There we go. Roof snake's not always cooperative, so. Flush. 2 more nails to go and then we'll be all done. Again, I'm trying to go as quickly as possible. I know it's hot up here. Want to make sure the video's coherent. All right. Is it still going?
Yeah.
It is hot. Flush. Last one. Call it a day. As soon as I take the phone off the roof, it'll be fine. But it's the fact that it's sitting centimeters away from this asphalt. There we go. All right. All right. Make sure we're still going. Perfect. So this is our work area now. As you can see, there's the new shingle in there. As you can also see, extreme creasing, very bad creasing. Slight crease, not much crease in there, slight creasing there, real bad creasing there. Other thing I wanted to point out is you can see pieces like this of the shingle just falling away. Extreme granules everywhere. We go under here. Oh, where is it actually? There it is. That extreme mat transfer right there. Big chunk of the fiberglass matting just ripped out of the shingle there. I think we had the same thing over here right there. And then this is that is as deep of a crease as you can get right there. And right there. All across here. This shingle's actually on the verge of being torn. It's an extreme crease there. An extreme crease there. So essentially what's going to continue to happen if we continue making these repairs, these spot repairs, where just one shingle is being replaced, we've damaged now 3 different shingles. This is just going to continue to happen all over the roofing system. Everywhere, right? We take out one, we damage 3 shingles. That's not a good sign, right? So what I'm seeing here is a cascading effect that will continue to go across the entire roofing system. And for that reason, I have to fail this repair assessment. Okay, so claim number 1509657. I'm going to have to fail this repair assessment for the reasons I said: material transfer of the fiberglass matting, extreme creasing, and the beginning of tears starting to form on these shingles. So again, claim number 1509657. I'm going to have to unfortunately fail this repair assessment. Okay, and again, my name is Zach Neal with Potomac Custom Remodeling. Have a wonderful rest of your day.